Yo, what's up, man? Jason Capital here from the online bestseller Make Women Want You, and I am here today answering a special question for a special friend. As you know, Adam Gilad is a close friend of mine, a guy I've gone out with for a long time, a guy I've learned a shitload from over the years, as I assume you have as well. And he hit me up today in an email, and he said, yo, Jason, got this question from someone in the boldness code about bold approach and bold banter and opening or whatever. And I'm kind of Adam's like go-to approach, opening, flirting, all that stuff, kind of expert. That's my favorite thing in the world. That's what I do. Okay, that's literally, it's like all I do. And he hit me up and he's like, yo, will you answer this question for my dude in the boldness code? And I was like, for sure. So we're filming this video right now to answer the question. And you know, for Dan, who I'm gonna get to your question in a second, for everyone, this is for you guys out there. So let's begin. Dan wrote in through Gmail. He said, yo, Adam, he didn't say yo, Adam, but he just said, Adam, how do you do a bold approach or an authentic approach when there is a set or a group of people around the woman you like? Okay, so how do you approach or do a bold or authentic approach when there's a set or a group of people around the woman you like? So, Dan, first of all, this is a totally effing awesome question, okay? Brian Tracy, one of my personal mentors, he always said that successful people ask themselves a certain question that unsuccessful people do not ask themselves, okay? And that question is, how can I do this? Okay, so most guys out there, when they see a girl that they like and she's surrounded in some group, they look at that situation and they go, oh, she's in a group. I can't talk to her. And that's it. They let it go. You, on the other hand, you look at that girl, you look at the group she's in, and you say to yourself, how can I make this happen? It's what successful people do. It's what you do, so keep it up, okay? That's the most important thing. And I'm going to answer this question in terms of application or technique right now, okay? So getting to specifics, which is what I do. The very first thing that you need to know, the most important thing that you and everyone else out there need to know is that there is absolutely no difference, okay? There's no difference in opening the girl if she's by herself, if she's with one friend, or if she's in a group of friends, or if there's guys in the group. It doesn't matter, okay? As I've said many, many times, what you say on the opener does not matter. All that matters is what is being sub-communicated, okay? That means eye contact, body language, tonality, the speed at which you're talking. Are you talking really fast? Are you relaxed, okay? Are you coming in needy and you're leaning forward with your body language? Or are you more laid back and you're kind of, you're still kind of screening. You're not already invested, right? You're unsure. You've never talked to this girl. You don't know that she's someone you're going to want to like. Yeah, she's attractive. That's why you're talking to her. But that was just only enough for you to come over and say, hey, let's find out a little bit more about you and see, what you got going on, right? So you're not investing, right? You're not, a lot of guys, when they approach, if they come in really needy, they're kind of like here. They're kind of leaning in, okay? When in doubt, lean out, okay? So opening is all about your sub-communications. What you say does not matter. It doesn't matter if there's a group. It doesn't matter if she's by herself, okay? So in terms of what to open with, okay, or how to do this if it is a mixed group, do you go straight for the girl or do you talk to the friends? Well, do it either way, okay? It doesn't matter, okay? Because what's going to happen is, let's say it's a group of 3 girls and you go up and you talk to one of her friends. You say something to the friend, you start talking with her for a second. The other girls are going to see, okay? They'll give the friend usually like 30, 60, 90 seconds or whatever to talk to some guy at the bar before they're going to watch, okay? They're almost always just going to watch to see how that interaction is going. And if it looks like the friend is having fun, then they're going to let her have fun. They're not going to interrupt. If it looks like the friend is like, oh my God, save me, then after about 36, 60 seconds or so, they're going to come in there and they're going to pull the girl away. And all of that, okay, they're not listening to the words in the conversation. All of that is based on these sub-communications. Do you look like a cool dude, a relaxed dude, a non-needy, indifferent dude, like a cheerful dude? Or does she look like she wants to get away, or does she look like she's intrigued, she's interested, she's having a good time? Okay, that's what they're going to be looking for. They're looking for those sub-communications. And then if you're doing all the things right and you're coming in there cool and chill and relaxed and having fun and you're making jokes and you're having a good time, then you're all good to go, okay? So what's going to happen is, she's going to have fun with you, and then you're going to say, yo, are these your friends? She'll say yes, and you say, introduce me, and then she will. Or if she's socially intuitive or she's like socially skilled, then she'll just introduce you anyways. So that's one way to do it. You can do that, okay? Or you can go straight for the girl you want and just go up and introduce yourself. And just, there's a group of one, you can just, tap her on the shoulder and look at her and take your time and just be like, hey, I saw you from over there. I just wanted to introduce myself to you. I'm Jason. What's your name? Just like that. Easy, relaxed, no big deal. Okay? So that's like the basic way to do it. Okay? Now, naturally, basic is boring to me. I'm always trying to like come up with truthfully kind of fucked up ways to do this, or crazier ways to do this, or just things that are more amusing to me. Okay? So I actually wrote down a couple notes here. One thing when you're opening, situational, if you want to take this to another level besides just saying, hi, I'm Jason, who are you? Situational is always a really good way to open, okay? So, especially in the, I like to basically pick something out that's going on in the environment, in the situation, and maybe make some sarcastic comment about it. Right? So, for instance, last night I was at a bar in Santa Monica, okay? And I was walking like through the crowd. I wanted to get to the bar because I knew one of the bartenders. I wanted to say what up to him. So I'm like walking through, and there's this cute girl who's like standing in my way, okay? And one little tip for you guys, if you have to like go somewhere, it's usually a good idea to walk in the direction where the girl that you might be interested in is going to be, because you never know what's going to happen, okay, like this. So, if there's like 2 ways to get where you want, take the way that has the hot girls in them, because increase your chances for whatever, okay? So I go that way, and I'm going to get the bar, and she's like kind of in my way, and I'm like, yo, like, excuse me, I'm like trying to get through here. And she took like a half step of excuse me, okay? It's like a bullshit, right? It was total bullshit. People don't understand how to excuse themselves anymore. So like I get through, and she takes like a half a step, and I just like stop. So I'm still like can't really get through, and I like stare her down, and I'm like, yo, are you seriously like trying to keep me from getting my drink? Like, are you really like, are you doing this to me? Like, why are you doing this to me? And she started laughing. We started talked for a couple minutes. I left her, I came back, we talked some more, we exchanged phone numbers, whatever. So that's one thing to do, right? The situational stuff is always best. That was something in the environment. If I wanted to do something else, if I was like sitting somewhere and there's a girl over here, an opener I like to use a lot is just lean over and be like, yo, can I ask you like a really serious question? She'll be like, yeah. And I'll ask her something totally ridiculous and nonsensical, or, something not serious at all about someone else going on. Like there was one time I remember where I was at this bar and there was this dude dancing in front of the mirror. He had like a red hooded sweatshirt on. He's like staring himself in the mirror and he's like dancing. He's like, It's really funny. So there's this really cute girl next to me, and I leaned over and I was like, yo, can I ask you a really serious question? She was like, yeah. And I was like, what do you think that guy's thinking over there right now? Like, how many drugs do you think he's on? I mean, weed and ecstasy, clearly. I'm just trying to figure out if there's, anything else. Like, it was like one of those, right? And she started laughing, we started talking, and those situational openers, awesome, okay? The best. So that's one way you can go with it, right? Work on your situational opening. That's really good. Another one that I've been using lately, I'll just throw out there for all of Adam's guys out there, because, I think this video is supposed to be a couple minutes, but I just have a lot of information I like sharing, so I'm just going to keep doing it. Is this one, I don't know where it came from, but it's been really good lately. But it's just walking straight up to the girl you want to talk to. You just walk right up to her and you go, yo, can I ask you like a quick question? She'll say, yeah. And you say, do you think that awesome people should know each other? And just kind of like smirk, right? A little playful smirk. Do you think awesome people should know each other? And of course, she knows where you're going with this, and she'll say, yeah, or whatever. And you'll say, okay, I agree. I agree. I think that's totally true. So I'm Jason. What's your name? Boom. And you start talking. And then of course, 30 seconds later, you can make fun of how ridiculous that opener was, and she'll laugh about it. And then you guys are boom, boom. You're off into conversation. Okay. So there's just some really good openers. Again, does not matter if there's a group or if it's just her. If it's a group, say there's 4 girls, I'll walk right up to the girl I want. And as I'm walking towards her, I usually make eye contact with her, and I'll say, hey. And then I'll just like stare. I'll wait for a reply. Like, I don't rush things. A lot of times I'll walk up to a girl. There's been times where there's girls sitting down, like 2 or 3 girls, and I'll just walk right over. I'll sit down right next to them, and I won't say anything. I'll just plant and I'll stare. I'll go plant and stare and smirk and just be like. And we'll do that for a couple seconds, and they'll laugh, and then I'll say hi. And they'll say hi. And I'll say, I'm Jason. And then we introduce ourselves and we start talking, okay? But I could do that in a group, or I could do the same thing, plant, stare, smirk. Hi. Then I'll say hi, and then I go, yo, do you guys think that awesome people should know each other? And then we're off and we're running, right? So it does not matter. Cool? Okay, awesome. So, got that in there. One other note I wanted to throw in for you guys, because I just can't stop giving you awesome information, I guess, is if it's a mixed group. This is a bonus tip for more of the advanced guys out there, but I know Adam coaches a lot of like really badass dudes with women, guys with a lot of skill in this area of life. So, you guys can probably use this. But if there's a mixed group, right? If there's guys and girls in a group, and it doesn't look like it's boyfriend, girlfriends, but it's just friends, and there's a girl in that group that you want, if you want to be a super badass, okay? If being a normal badass, it's not enough for you. You want to be a super badass, then you should do this, okay? If you just came with guys then you're going to need to go get a girl. If you came with girls, then you can just kind of pawn her off and use her. But what you're going to do is when you go over to that group, you don't go straight for the girl you want. Instead, you kind of open the whole group. And what you're going to do is you're going to introduce one of the guys in the group to a girl. Okay, so let's say you came with two friends. They're both dudes. But you see a group of guys and girls, there's like 6 of them in some other group, and you want to go get that girl. So what you're going to do is before you go and try and take the girl or take value, you bring the value first, right? You give just to give. So what you're going to do is go talk to some other girls, right? And the thing is, you're not necessarily trying to get those girls, so it's going to be really easy for you to just not really give a shit and be nonchalant and indifferent and just having fun with them and get a good vibe going. You're going to talk with them, and then so one of the girls in the group, you're going to say, so, who here is husband hunting tonight? Who's looking for a husband tonight? And they'll laugh, and you guys talk about other guys in the environment for them guys who they might like. And then you point out, all right, this is key, you point out a guy in the group where your girl is in. You point out a guy and you say, what about him? Okay? Whatever she says, tease her, laugh about it, and be like, no, I want to introduce you real quick. Half the time she'll actually want to get introduced, so this works. Half the time she won't, and you can tell her your master plan and she'll love it, and then she'll want to play in it too. She can play a fun role. So either way, you're going to take this girl, and you're going to say, all right, I'm going to introduce you to him over there. Let's go. So you take her over to the group, and you find the dude. You don't go to the whole group, but you go straight to the dude, and you say, yo, what's up, man? He's like, what's up? And you're like, yo, man, this girl here, she just thought you were cute. She wanted to meet you. Boom. Introduce them, and they start talking. You get perfectly accepted into the group. He'll either introduce you, or everyone around him will see, and they'll want to know who you are and who this cool dude that's bringing girls into their group is. And the introduction to your girl is really easy. You also come in kind of like high value because you're bringing girls into the group. It's a really, really good thing to do. It's an advanced move, but this shit works if you get it down. All right? So, again, just to recap, there's a group of guys and girls. Find another girl in the environment, bring her with you, create a little team with her, and then bring her into the group, introduce her to one of the dudes in that group, and then you're going to get introduced to the girl via that way, okay? That is the absolute best way to do it. Because really, what kind of guy introduces, other guys, what kind of guy introduces other guys to girls? No one does that. Most guys never do that. But if you're the dude who's introducing other guys to girls, what does that say about your abundance? What does that say about your lifestyle with women? How attractive is that to other women that you're that non-needy? Very, very attractive. All right, so hope that helps you, Dan. Look at your name real quick, man. So I seriously, dude, hope that helps you out. Hope that helps everyone else out with whatever opening stuff they have. If you have any more questions, hit me up or hit Adam up. One of us will get back to you, and we are here to help and make your life with women successful as shit. All right, successfulashit.com. Check it out. That's actually not my website, but truthfully, it probably should be. So I will see you guys later. Check out my stuff. There's probably going to be a link below. Peace.